In Ephesians, Paul tells the Christians, the mature Christians there, Paul says that your maturity will be shown because you will be able to speak the truth in love. You won't be cast about everywhere. You're going to be solid and mature, speaking truth, but in a loving way. And that's a really tricky thing to do, especially, Jeff, in social media. Could you talk to us just briefly, how do we show that restraint so that we can give biblical worldview, Christian perspective, without tearing our neighbor or opponent, so to speak, apart?
Well, I think that one of the things to always remember is that social media is our public record. It is our living eulogy. What we are saying to the next generation now is forever preserved. Back in the Kennedy-Nixon campaign, we weren't. People could almost change their minds based on debates. It's very hard to change your mind today, even if you hear new information, because you're so far out on the ledge of supporting or advocating one position or the other. So when you get information in that's new, you say, ooh, normally you would have said, I think I might step back from that and change my mind in the ballot box, in the voting booth. Today, because your identity is so linked to it, your DNA almost publicly in social media, it's hard to do that. Look, one of the things right under your name on social media, it gives you the place to put your profile. Who are you? Where are you from? You can decide what you want to say. If you essentially put, my name is Jeff Coleman and I am a supporter of candidate X, then we know that everything that you post, you're going to kind of get discounted if you're coming from another perspective. But what if you went in and all you said is, my name is Jeff Coleman and I'm a Christian, or I'm Jeff Coleman, this is where I go to church, this is my family. And then what if you lead the headline that you're writing headlines in social media, just like the old newspaper editor. And every day you write, this is how I want people to think or pray about it. And instead of posting the political comment, what if you posted a line of scripture or a quote from a founding father or an encouraging word? You say, well, people aren't going to react to that. I know that people sometimes post because they think they've got a liberal aunt, or maybe it's a conservative uncle who's up there in the hills. They know they're reading this. They don't talk about anything. But if I post this one, this will stick it to them, or this will help them think differently about it. We have to check our motive. And Isaac, very quickly, what I tell people, encourage people to do is say, the real reason I am posting this is, you fill in the blank. If you can answer that question and you can say, because I want to exhibit love and patience and kindness and goodness and gentleness and self-control, by all means post it. If it's to stick it to somebody, to embarrass somebody, to shame somebody, to make people just laugh at someone else, please delete it, because that is going on your living eulogy. This is your digital tombstone today. This is your public record.